So first up, we have the Skateboard lights. These are $25 for a set of front and rear lights. There's no listed lumen rating, and they have a rubber strap that goes through the truck here to attach the light, and it just straps on. There's a button on the side, solid mode, dim mode, and a flashing mode. Here on the back, I've just got the red version with the same flashing modes. Next up, we have the I Wonder light. This is $27.99 each, so $54 for a set of front and rear. It has a plastic piece that screws onto your trucks, and the light just slides in here. Press the button to turn it on, and it has a few different flashing modes. And this one is white and red in one light. And you can see I have the same light here on the back of the X-Way. Next up, we have the backfire lights. These are $79.99 for a set of two, rated at 300 lumens per light. They screw onto your trucks permanently, so they're always attached. And they have a button on top to turn the lights on. And there's just one light mode, no flashing mode. So these are the backfire rear lights. They're $44.99 for a set of two. There's no listed lumen rating, and they just screw onto the base plate of your trucks, and then you can unscrew the light for charging. There's a button in the middle to turn the lights on. They have a couple different flashing modes. Next up, we have the Shred Lights SL300. These are $65 for a set of two, and they are 300 lumens each. They attach to the board using the S-Lock metal mounts, and the light slides in and clicks into place. There's buttons on the outside to turn them on, and each light has 3 different brightness modes and 3 different flashing modes. This is the Shred Lights SLR1 rear light. These are $65 for a set of two with a lumen rating of 40 lumens per light. They attach with the same S-Lock mounts, slide into place, and they have the same side buttons as the SL300 and 3 different brightness modes and 3 different flashing modes. Last up, we have the Shred Lights SL1000. These are $160 for a set of 2 lights. Each light is rated at 1,000 lumens. They use the same S-Lock attachment mechanism to clip onto your board, and you can turn the light on with the button, and there's 5 different brightness modes all the way up to the brightest of 1,000 lumens. There's also 4 different flash modes. So first up, we're going to start with the cheapest lights. These are the Skateboards. Since the light is pointed more at the ground, you can see it only casts light about 5 to 10 feet. So that first cone at 10 feet is still pretty dark. Next up, we got the I Wonder lights. This has a much wider light cast, but you can see it still is just barely making it to that first cone at 10 feet. Next up, we got the first pair of considerably bright headlights. These are the backfire cannon lights, 600 lumens of power, and now you can see the light is casting well beyond that first 10-foot cone all the way to that last 30-foot cone. Next up, we have the Shred Lights SL300, the same amount of lumens as the backfire, 600 lumens coming out. You can see again, it shines well beyond that 10-foot cone, and this is enough usable light to actually see where you're riding at night. Last up, we got the Shred Lights SL1000, so 2,000 lumens of power coming out of the front of here. You can see that third cone is pretty well lit from these at 30 feet, and the light shines well beyond that, all the way out to, I'd say, almost 100 feet. For reference, most car headlights are 700 to 1,000 lumens, so we're talking about twice the power of an average car headlight on the front of your skateboard with these. Now let's compare the taillights. So again, we'll start with the Skateboards on the left here. This one doesn't go as far as the headlight. It kind of just sprays red right near your board, but it is a nice bright red, but it's not really even getting to that first 10-foot cone. Next, we've got the I Wonder lights. It's got that same wide beam, but again, it's only going about 5 feet out. It doesn't quite make it to that 10-foot cone. And next we got the Backfire X-Light rear lights. These ones shine the least far out of all of them actually. Only go maybe 2 to 3 feet out from the board, not even close to that first 10-foot cone. Last up, we've got the Shredlights SLR1. These ones easily shine the furthest, all the way out to that 30-foot cone. Here they're top mounted on the Hadian, and over there they are mounted on the Backfire Zealot under the board. So you can see the difference between top mounting and rear mounting. Either way, these are by far the brightest rear lights, shining a nice red path all the way out to 30 feet out.